Welcome back to the Hit Squad. Chad Range alongside Jesse Finney. We're taking a look at the local MMA scene here. And of course, this segment brought to you by Metrogistics. Vehicle transportation solutions delivered. If you need to ship a car, you need to talk to Metrogistics. Check them out on the line. www.metrogistics.com. I've talked a number of things they have. Nightly reports, the smartphone app, the extra insurance, 24/7 dispatch. Give us a chance, we'll move your car. They moved my car, they moved your car. Did a heck of a job both times, I tell you what. Heck of a job. Shamrock Fighting Championships Havoc. It happened this past weekend at Lumiere Casino. And man, it was a fantastic night of fights. 15 on the card, correct? They all go?
14 fights altogether. It was
14.
It was one of the funnest nights we've had in a long time. I mean, it was a complete blast. Everybody had a great time. Went to the after party afterwards down the Stadium Sports Bar. It was a great fight. We had of course a little drama the night before. Josh Epps calls and says that he no longer has the desire or the heart to fight anymore. This is coming from a professional fighter that's fought in Strikeforce in front of 16,000 people and just decides, hey man, I'm done. I'm done with fighting. I'm done with it. I can't handle the pressures. And you know, hey, I respect him for saying how he feels and he can't do it anymore, but don't do it. I'm sure you had to feel
the
that
night before the fight.
2 weeks before, and he leaves Kenny Porter, who's the main event, ready for, hanging out there. And there's a gentleman by the name of Zach Harvey who had already beat Kenny Porter, and Kenny Porter had already beat him. So it actually worked out great because they ended up having a trilogy for the main event. So it actually all worked out for the promotion in a great way and for St. Louis because it was already in their contracts. They had to fight the third time.
So they just pushed it up.
And Zach Harvey stepped up and did it. And Kenny Porter dominated the fight from the beginning till the end and landed some vicious ground and pound, vicious elbows, and cut him wide open. And he won the fight in the main event.
How tough is that for Zach Harvey to
Oh,
step
man,
in?
I mean, stud. I mean,
Hats
what
off
else?
to you.
I mean,
Absolutely.
he's a kid's a stud. I mean, he's a stud, and he wanted to fight, and he actually reached out to Shamrock FC and said, I'll take the fight. I'd love to, we're already contracted to do this. Let's do it. I can beat him. I beat him once before, and I'll do it again on Saturday night. And he stepped up on 12 hours notice and took the fight.
That's hard. Big ups for Zach Harvey now. And in your opinion, what was the best fight of the night?
Well, man, the best fight of the night was a kid by the name of Matt Murphy out of the Hit Squad in Illinois, and then a kid by the name of Ben Chesser. 125ers.
Yeah,
They stole the night, back and forth the whole time, back and forth. And they went toe to toe. And Ben Chesser came out on top of the fight, but I would say that was probably the fight of the night. And man, it was nonstop, spinning back fist to the head a few times. I mean, it was pretty awesome. I mean, it was pretty impressive.
And I want you to talk about Ryan Sutton. How did he do? I know
Ryan Sutton came out and the kid's one of the best wrestlers to come out of this area in a long time.
Absolutely.
And he can't put it together in the cage. That's just the bottom line. He hasn't been able to. And he actually came out and he put it together. He came out and threw some good kicks, threw some good punches, and he ended up coming out in the winning end, got submission of the night, and he won the fight in the first round. Submitted the guy. So I was happy for Ryan, and he's got a big upside in a great way, and he's got a great future ahead of him. He decided to stick with fighting.
I like it a lot. Who gained the most and who lost the most?
I would say who gained the most in this whole night was probably a kid by the name of Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter, he probably gained the most. I mean, he's been 1-1 with Zach Harvey. He came out, he dominated. His last fight, he beat him in I think the third round and submitted him. Kenny got submitted in his loss to Zach. He was 3-1. Now he's 4-1. He's moving to 115 pounds. Kenny Porter's about a kid at 115 pounds will probably be in the UFC if they open up that weight division here within probably the next year. The kid's a stud. He's a very well-rounded kid, and I look for big things for him. And he gained the most on this Saturday night. He's on his way to it.
And lost the most, I'd have to go with Josh Epps because I agree. Hey, man, I have nothing wrong with you making that decision in your life.
Absolutely.
And just the way you do it.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? I think that right there is just, you have to have some class, and you've made this commitment to fight it. And
You've signed
12 hours before isn't the, you know what I mean? That's the day before. A week before is really not the time to do it.
No.
Go out and give it one last hoo-ah, and then that would be it.
Right.
But as far as anyone losing any traction, you didn't see any of that, did you?
No, it was overall a great fight card. It was an entertaining evening. Everybody had a good time, and I think that the most important thing with Shamrock, man, is it's not just about just the fight. It's also about the experience. And you're gonna come to a show. You're gonna go and enjoy the weigh-ins. There's 100, 150 people at weigh-ins. You enjoy that. You go down to eat beforehand, or don't eat. Just go enjoy and have a cocktail beforehand, because it's always going to be about the experience of the whole weekend, and it's just about not just the fights. It's also about the experience of the whole night. You go to the Four Seasons up top afterwards. I mean, it's a great evening downtown. The next show is going to be October the 12th.
That's right, absolutely. I do want to talk about the smallest guy on the card, Chris Craig. KO's Jonathan Graves, second into round one. Seconds.
Yes, 12 seconds. I
barely made it to
Chris,
seconds.
Chris Craig he's a good wrestler, man. He came out and he's been working on his weaknesses with the striking, and came out and faked a shot, came upstairs with a short right hook, and boom, one shot and he's out. I mean, it was a knockout, and I was very proud of him. But he came out, and he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
I was getting ready to say, put that name in your Rolodex.
No, I agree.
Keep Chris Craig on there, because I like what I hear of him. Now, you did touch on it. Shamrock Fighting Championships, October 12th with Relentless. That's happening as well at the Lumiere Casino, and we've talked about it. It's just a great venue. It's a very intimate. Obviously, you got the casino, tons of activities. The food's great, but it's a very nice.
It is, and Shamrock Fighting Championships, they call it Shamrock FC for short. I mean, it's where everyone usually gets their start and moves up to the big leagues. It's professional mixed martial arts, and you work your way. You can meet these guys when they're in the AAAs, and if you're interested in mixed martial arts, just come out for an evening and see how it is. It's you can bring your family, bring your wife, and you're safe. It's a good atmosphere, and it's like I've said before. This is where a lot of the guys get their start.
Absolutely, and one guy in particular, Kevin Ingle. He's been around for a while. But he's going to be fighting on this main card, right? October 12th?
Kevin Ingle's the main event on October the 12th.
And I tell you what, I mean, I just think a couple fights away from getting a shot in the UFC.
Oh, he is just a couple fights
absolutely.
away.
If you want to see today's, tomorrow's stars today, you go to the Shamrock Fighting Championships. Absolutely. And you have to buy those tickets early. These things for Havoc, which happened last weekend, sold out 2 weeks prior to the event. So go on www.shamrockfc.com, and that will be how you get your tickets, correct?
Absolutely. You go to Ticketmaster as well. And as of today, on Friday when they put them on sale, the $50 tickets sold out in 12 minutes.
There you
go.
go.
I mean, their tickets are gone for $50. I mean, they go like this. I mean, and then people are always looking at the very end, and tickets are not there at the very end. I can promise you that. They won't be there.
Your mom didn't get in, did she? Yeah, your mom and Scott Coker.
Right.
And I tell you what, there's no bigger names than those two folks. And if they're not getting in, then, you are out of luck. I don't care how good friends you are. But hey, we'll try to do better next time. He's Jesse Finney. I'm Chad Range. We are the Hit Squad saying thanks for watching.